You're listening to Those Dram Yinzers with your hosts, John and Zach.
Hey everyone, I'm John.
I'm Mike.
And welcome to the reveal episode of days 11 through 15. So spoilers, spoilers, spoilers. You know what you're getting yourself into. Shut this off now if you don't want to know. Okay, you're here. Good. Let's go. All right.
Come on.
So, number 11 said was light, had a nice little spice. You said had a very nice like citrusy note on the nose. I said it had that traditional pepper spice with a little vanilla malt and a teeny bit of like a cigar.
Mm-hmm.
I said rye 105, and I give it a downtown because I wasn't like crazy about it, but like, you know, I have plenty of ryes at my house. You said, go ahead.
I had some notes of caramel, spice, and citrus. Palate had some honey and then good clean finish. I made that as 105 proof. So I'm guessing maybe 100 bourbon, and that was a Haas for me.
Yeah, you were leaning into your honey note on there. You thought maybe even like a Jack or Jim honey or American honey or something. So, while this isn't a honey finished thing, it is a rye.
Okay.
It's straight rye whiskey. It's a bottled in bond, so 100 proof.
I went over.
So did I. That's
lose.
fine. That's fine. It's 100 proof. It is Cream of Kentucky Estate, bottled in bond, 6 year.
That's fantastic.
And this is available at Fine Wine Good Spirits. Because that's not always an option sometimes with these. So Fine Wine has it at $80.
That's a good price. And even putting the water in there too to kind of open it up a little bit, it really comes nice and clean. Definitely good for the Haas.
Mm-hmm. All right, you ready?
Very well. Yes. Continue, please.
These are usually short episodes. Okay, so number 2, I said definitely was peaty, nice like barbecue peat to it. On the palate, I had that like cayenne, like Tabasco, with that same beautiful barbecue smoke. I said it lingered. I said I got it nice middle of the chest. I said definitely had to be a Scotch. I went 100 proof, and I said Haas. I actually wrote a note, but I didn't say it officially. I thought it might have been because of the barbecue notes. So Ardbeg had a release called Bizarrebecue. And had that very much like, but it's been a bit since I've had it, so I wasn't like 1,000% confident on it. But I definitely am sticking next to my bit with the Scotch. But what were your notes?
Notes definitely the peat on there too. A lot of smoke to it. Hints of bacon flavor. So palate didn't really write too much other than it was smooth. So still probably the same notes on there. And the finish had some brown sugar and very woodsy on it too. I gave this, I believe it was a 90 proof.
You did.
And yeah.
You said Haas as well.
I said Haas.
So I was wrong with Bizarrebecue. It wasn't that. But it was an Ardbeg. And I'm going to butcher this, so Brian, please correct me on my pronunciation. Uigeadail? Uigeadail.
Damn pen doesn't even work anymore.
So single malt Scotch, 108.4 proof.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting that.
I love when I guess a lower proof and it's something high. I was like,
wow.
Hell yeah. You know. Because I hate when I'm like, oh, this is like 110, and like, it's 90 proof. Then that's
good.
Go put it back in the barrel.
Jeez. Man. That'll sneak up on you then. Nice.
And this is also available through Fine Wine Good Spirits for $88.59. It's on sale, $5 right now.
Oh, gotta get it. It's on sale.
So this is the reveal show, so I can actually say we had an Ardbeg on the last one too.
Yeah?
Yeah, Wee Beastie was on the last 5.
Wee Beastie.
Wee Beastie was the other one. Yeah.
I just get it for the name alone. My
Same.
goodness.
So 2 Ardbegs thrown in this. So okay, Aaron, I see you, boy. I see you.
That's a nice little pickup on it. My Wee Beastie.
But okay, all right. What was that? That was 12.
Yes.
Yeah. All right, 13. Which I forgot to ask you in the last show, but you went back and you were like 13 was your favorite.
Yes.
Hands down. Okay, your favorite. I said it had a vanilla and oak spice. I said this was a very familiar. I thought it might have been double oaked, right? Just because it had that complexity to it on the palate, right? With the spice and the vanilla and just the layers, right? But it was a very standard bourbon nose, right? Like what I want bourbon to smell like when I have it, right?
Yes.
And I said bourbon. I said 90 proof, but I gave it a Haas because I did thoroughly enjoy this. So go ahead.
I'm all about the sweetness, vanilla being my favorite there, oak finish as well, and I gave this 110 proof and a Haas, I believe. So, yeah, I'm going to say this is probably going to be my favorite. It's very familiar, so now I'm curious to see what the reveal is.
All right, so I just want to reiterate. You said 110.
Yes.
I said 90.
Yes.
So your favorite of the 5 comes from the Heaven Hill Distillery.
Oh, it's a good distillery.
This comes in at barrel proof, 126.6.
Yes!
This is Larceny. Straight bourbon, barrel proof.
This is good. No wonder it's so familiar. This is great old-fashioned bourbon. Great.
It is a very... I actually don't have this.
Oh.
But this is probably... Maybe we'll do a show with this one. But because it is a very typical bottle you will find at people's bars.
You are going to invite me on to that show, right?
Yes, I will.
Let me just reiterate.
We could do the
You're
pairing with
inviting
that
me
one.
on that show, right? Okay. This is beautiful. Yeah, I again cannot emphasize this enough. Get this bottle, get this bottle, get this bottle.
And at Fine Wine Good Spirits, you can get it. The very, very classic bottle. $64.99.
Price point is phenomenal.
I like that price point. I mean, double oaked. Well, I haven't looked recently, but double oaked used to go for $60. It's probably gone up because everything's gone up.
Yeah.
But if I thought this was double oak, I would pay that. I would pay $65.
Oh yeah, this is great, honey. Did you hear that? $64. Okay, good. I love it. I'm going to finish that little sampler off.
Go right
too.
ahead.
Thank you so much.
All right. So number 14. Light with a subtle peat, teeny bit of floral. I said it was more of like a grassy peat. I was leaning way more Highland because it wasn't giving stereotypical Islay feel, right? For me.
Yeah.
I said downtown. Wasn't kind of crazy about it. Thought it was a very good intro whiskey or intro scotch. I said 85 proof. And like I said, downtown, just because I've had other intro ones that I've, so it wasn't like crazy, but I would, if I saw this out, totally get a pour. So what's yours?
I think I said downtown in this as
You
well.
did, yeah.
And I went 85 proof with very light peat on it. Still have the notes of the peat on there too if you're a big fan of that. So you still get the peat on that. The floral notes, like you said. I understand where you're coming from with the grassy notes on it too. I might disagree with you on a little bit, but I understand where you're coming from as far as how to really define that note you're getting.
Right, yes.
So I would say mostly, for me, more of a floral note. So yeah.
So this is a scotch. It is not Highland.
Talk to me, Goose.
It is Islay. It is 96 proof. Lefroy quarter cask.
Very interesting. Very interesting.
Lefroy, and this is from their site. Quarter cask twice aged to amplify deep peat and add a surprising sweetness.
All right.
So that second aging,
So second aging in the barrel.
But anyway, their site doesn't say. But yeah, Lefroy quarter cask is at Fine Wine Good Spirits for $77.99.
I think I said downtown on this too.
I did too.
Yeah.
And I would stick with that.
Yeah.
Just because I've had other Lefroy's I've liked better. But I would. But if I saw this, I would still have a pour of it.
Yeah, and for me, Lefroy is something that I wouldn't say as a go-to for me when I'm out and about. Right. But again, downtown, okay.
Mm-hmm. The Italian restaurant I was talking about earlier, the one in Market Square, that had the caprese salad that didn't put the balsamic in it. Said this before
Sinful.
Before I turned the mics on. There, I love trying house old fashions. Like if a place has the such and such old fashioned, this blank house old fashioned, I will try it because I'm just like, okay, this is what you are telling me you think an old fashioned should taste like. So let me try it and see what I have. Theirs is so interesting. I can't remember the name of it. I'm horrible with names of restaurants, but their house old fashioned, the whiskey portion of it, right, is Maker's Mark. One of their other ones, not their standard. Maker's Mark and Lefroy together. So you get a
double shot.
Or like half of each. You know what I mean? But the whiskey section, and it's those two together. So it's a very interesting marriage of that.
What I would do with that, and Kim, I want to thank you for this. She bought me last year a smoker for old fashions, and I have yet to break it out. And that would be something that I would want to try on something like that. Give it that nice flavor smell right off the bat before you even drink.
Maker's Mark 46, Lefroy 10. Mole bitters and Demerara syrup. That was pretty good.
I do that with I need to try this.
Mm-hmm. It's definitely worth once getting it. I didn't get it the second time we went there just because, again, we were staring down the barrel of buying Christmas presents, and I was like, I got to save money. I'm just going to drink water.
You know, that saving money for Christmas thing is so overrated.
Yeah, I know.
You know, I mean...
Credit card bills are a bitch, though.
Yeah, I know. You got more stuff for me, right, Kim? Yeah. Okay.
But anyway, so it's Maker Mark 46 and then Lefroy 10. But anyway, number 15. This is actually one we can't get here.
Oh, man, why you got to disappoint me like that?
So number 15 I said was vanilla, hard candy, floral with a little white pepper. I gave it a downtown. I was just getting way more spicier notes on it, so I thought it might have been a high rye bourbon. You said what?
As I'm drinking the last of it there, I'm still getting, I'd call this for me for a Haas. The butterscotch notes on there too, so that's probably the hard candy you're probably getting as well. Very smooth, not very overpowering. I gave this a 95 proof because you don't really...
Oh, yeah, I said 110.
Yeah, you don't... I don't think you get the burn like you do, but then again, from the early reveal, how was I supposed to know it was a 126 and didn't feel like that? So surprise, surprise.
Yeah.
So I can't wait for this reveal because I'm looking forward to this, even though it's not provided in the state.
So it is a bourbon. I was wrong in the high rye. 108.5 proof.
All right.
We can't get it here. You can get versions, possibly, but you can't get this particular bottle here because it is a ABC Fine Wine and Spirits out of Florida pick.
Wait a minute.
I don't know which Florida, but it just says Florida on here. Maker's Mark, the like private select. So, Aaron gave me the stave profile because that's how they do their, single barrel programs. Is you get to pick your staves that go into the barrel once you picked right. So, and I wasn't able to find the exact one online, but I'm just reading what he said. So, it had 5 of the seared French cuvee staves, 2 of the roasted French mocha, and 3 of the toasted French spice.
Oh my God.
September 2021 release. We have an admin who lives in Florida now, and so they get us some goodies from there. But there's your 5.
So when I go down to Florida in March, I need to go to one of the wine and spirit stores down there.
One of the ABCs.
And look for one of these and properly wrap that to bring it home for you.
Yeah.
We can do this.
But
great.
Yeah. And I have some. So I have the Pittsburgh Whiskey Friends private select up there. That was the first pick they did. But yeah. So what'd you think?
That's
Did you
fantastic.
did you enjoy
great.
this?
This. Let's do this again. Let's do this again.
Let's not wait 5 years again.
No, let's not wait 5 years again. I mean, I might get a little fatter then too, but you know what? This is what it's all about too. Experiencing new things, doing vertical tasting, having conversations before. Apologies to everybody that's listening to about some of the things we just ramble on about, but you know what?
They're used to our tangents.
Yeah. And again, this has been great. We need to do this again. And if we do any kind of cigar pairing with this, number 1, outside.
Well, for sure.
Number 2, I'll be more than happy to volunteer my services to you.
Absolutely, sir.
And I might even see if I can bring in one of the tobacconists that I know too that can really. He's good too. He did a lot of drink pairing too with cigars, so he's very passionate about that. So I would love to do something like that with you in the near future. Definitely look centered in 5 years.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. But yeah, well, I'm glad you enjoyed yourself. I'm glad we were able to hook up and have you down and you got to see the finished product at the bar too, because it wasn't fully done when you were here last. So
you gained some inventory. You really gained.
I got to credit the show for a lot of this too.
You haven't seen the inventory. I mean, let me tell you right now, this is quite impressive. It's even with me getting the bar system, I stocked up on my inventory too, and things I never thought I would get. But yeah, this is very impressive. And again, thank you for everything. I'm looking forward to doing another show with you.
Perfect. Yeah, Mike, I apologize that I have not been a better friend and getting you down here sooner doing more things. So we will definitely be doing this together again, even if we're not in front of a mic and we're still just hanging out.
Absolutely.
In front of a mic, but not a mic.
I see what you did there.
But anyway, the only thing I have to say is, cheers to you.
Cheers to you.